Good morning, everybody. It's me, a320 cat, and just here, just trying the new version of the a320. This is like this is the 0.2 version, and it's basically some people working on it. It's nothing official. It's just a group of people who has been developing it and changing a few things. And for what I've heard, it's actually quite nice. I actually just saw the developer notes about this release, and it seems quite cool yet. So I thought to myself, okay, let's try it and do a video. Anyway, so this is the first time trying it, so we'll see how it goes and what do I see and differently and things like that, and I will go through them a little bit. Anyway, so the first thing here, okay, the external power, it's already connected. Okay, the batteries are there. So this works as before. External power on. I think the sounds are a little bit different. Okay, the first thing that we see is that on the flight simulator plane, the normal one, you just get the auto rate set to maximum initially, and the screens don't come up, so I guess we will have to turn them on, and that's it. Good. Okay, that's different as well, and that's good news actually. Okay, this is different as well. So it's the door page. I guess the ecam now works, the ecam control panel with different pages. But yeah, as soon as you get the engine start up, sorry, the aircraft power up, you have the door page there. Nice. This is also different, as you can see. Now you have both sides can just get all the basically all these buttons work, which is fair enough. And what else? Yeah, I don't see anything special here. Oh, that means that perfect. The IDRs. Okay, this is new as well. The IDRs are on off. That's good. So basically, I'm gonna go through a preliminary cockpit preparation checklist, or basically a cockpit preparation checklist to make sure that everything works as intended. Okay. Good. So cruise supply. Okay, this still doesn't work. Ground control still doesn't work. Then we cannot do the CPR test. Anyway, good. So ADRS on 1, align, okay, and it should say on battery as well. But anyway, it's coming there. IRS2 and IRS3. Good. What else? Okay, now the seatbelts work as well. Perfect. So I'm just gonna put them on with the sound. Good. Good, emergency lights as well, so there's no smoking signs as well, and the emergency lights on arm as well. Perfect, that's very nice. The packs work? No, packs don't work yet. Okay, I think that should be something that they would have to go the next thing, one of the next things, because it's something that really affects your performance. Should be fine. Okay, fire test doesn't work. Good. Not yet that. And here, nothing else. Good. What else do we have here? Okay, we have some memos here, which is good. This is like the real stuff. IR in align 7 minutes. That's because we've set the IDRS is in align, in NAP, and they are aligning, so should be fine. So that's quite the real thing. We still don't have QNH here. This is on and this is on. It's perfect. We come here. We can select them. No, we still cannot put them. Oh yeah, it seems like they do something, but on and off. Okay, but good. But the button itself should pop up. It's not, and it's not doing it here. Anyway, VHF2 works as well. Good. This didn't work before. And we have I'm gonna change the light a little bit because to see that this better. Okay, break the wind shear. Not yet. And the radar, good. The radar it's the same as before. Okay, it doesn't work. Something else. this button should be, sorry, yeah, it's not itching up as well, but yeah, the audio switching should be set back to normal instead of captain. Good, so nothing here. Let me have a look at the cam pages. Let's see what it works and what it doesn't. Engine. Okay, it feels a little bit different drawing, but it's more or less, well, the the way it's written and everything, it's quite the same. It's in the same order. It's just the drawing it's a little bit different, but it feels fine. Bleed page works perfect. That's so good, but yeah, it doesn't mean anything if we cannot get the the packs off or anything like that. What's this? Pressure, it's not there. Elec is not there. Hydraulic is not there. Fuel page, okay, this was here as well on the normal sim. APU, good. Conditioning, it's not there. Doors are there. Wheel is not there. And flight control page is there. Perfect. Maybe we can do now the proper flight control test before taking off. Status, not yet. Recall, not yet. Unclear, not yet. Takeoff config, not yet. Anyway, good. This was fine as it was before, so I'm not gonna bother with it. And here it seems all fine. Good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the engines. Well, let's go for the MCDU. Aircraft status. Okay, this feels a little bit different already, so that's good. Position monitor, it's coming there. Okay, in it. So we are in Barcelona. So let's do a Barcelona, Palma, Mallorca. So Barcelona, Palma. Okay, no route inserted. Good. Alternative, let's say Ibiza. Cost index something like 20, and let's say flight level 170. Okay, here there should be a prompt saying init IRS, and we would confirm it, because you have to confirm the position of the ADIRs that they are aligned. Basically, what they do is they are aligning themselves, but you have to tell them what's the starting position, so then they can see how the aircraft is moving and give you the proper information. But yeah, you should set it. Here it's not there. You see that? So this position, it tells you already, but here, I mean, you should have to accept it basically. Page B, okay, the same stuff as always. Let's say if I put something here, if it works. Not yet. The takeoff weight is not yet. Okay, anyway. Performance. Transition altitude at 1000 feet. I don't know where that is, but it's quite high. So the performance is still populated. Not the flaps and not the flex, which is it always feels weird. So if you're gonna populate the speeds, why not everything else? But anyway, performance. Then we continue with the flight plan, let's say. So let's say runway 25. 25 left for departure, I don't care. Well, we said we were going to Ibiza, so Ibiza is the LARPA for Quebec departure. Okay, that's well done actually, because you cannot get into you don't get the heading and everything else until, or the altitude or anything, until you have the ADIRs already aligned. So 2 more minutes it says. But anyway, we can go to plan and follow the route over there. Even this message is new as well. GPS primary is lost. This is gonna come back, so it's gonna go out when the ILS align as well. So the route, yeah, goes to LARPA, which is good. After LARPA is Tolso, so I'm gonna set LARPA and Tolso. This is a little bit different as well, but anyway, at least now it works, because then before you would just set the name Tolso and it would appear in white. So sorry, it didn't appear the name, so I don't know. Temporary insert, good. Now this works, and from Tolso, this is not correct yet. So on the real MCDU, at any point you will have here the destination. On the last line you will have the destination, the time, and the distance to destination. So for example here, you would still have the Lepo, not the Barcelona, okay? So Lepo, not this arrival. Let's say LS2 for left, as usual. And let's say that also to Papa arrival. Obviously we would do this with the, okay, they should change this as well, because basically here you have all the departures, but the real MCDU, if you have the 2 for left, you would just get the arrivals for the 2 for left, not all of them, like it's this. So you don't have to stay like 2 minutes going through them. Anyway, so also to Papa. Okay, I've seen something on my Prima Flight display. So, and this should be Papa Oscar Sierra. So we'll go through that in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, now the message disappear. So that means that everything is aligned. And now we don't have the heading not available here, and the attitude is there. Perfect. So this looks much fun. Okay, I should try to open this as well. There we are. Good. What else? Yeah, the departure itself, it's 6,000. I'm doing it like this because I have a problem with my mouse. So anyway, so that's it. Okay, the secondary doesn't work yet. Trading app is there. Performance is there. Let's see the progress page. It has been changed. Not yet. So basically at here you can put any point on the world. It doesn't even have to be on the route, and it would give you a bearing and a distance to that point. So it's useful when you, for example, when you take off, we always set it like in the engine out point, or in case of quickly coming back, I set it to the runway in use, something like that. I guess the emergency oxygen, it's not there yet. Okay, what else? Good, I guess with this we can start doing some stuff. I'm just gonna put the beacon on. I'm just gonna parking brake off, and I'll ask for push. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, sorry, I should have the APU there. The APU is gonna start. Let's see if this works. Okay, so when I press the APU, it takes you to the APU page, which is nice and it's new. This should be coming up in a second. Okay, flap open, good. That's a nice touch. Good, so it's gonna say available at some point. Then we're gonna disconnect the external power. Okay, it's gone to the maximum of the EGT, now slowly getting there. And the N1 around 98%, it's gonna say available. So let's see if it gets there. Feels slower than the real plane, but anyway, it's quite a nice touch anyway. Both MCDUs still go at the same page, which shouldn't be fixed. %, yeah, definitely this is much slower than the real thing. Starting to generate power. Okay, available 96. Okay, good. So the available light is there. That means that we can disconnect the external power. We would set the APU if we need the air, but anyway, we'll put it because afterwards we have to start the engines. So good, we don't need the APU page anymore. That's perfect, but if you select it, it should go away. Let's see, the doors are arm and this closed and arm. Perfect. So I guess now we should be able to push. Yeah, and the push is coming there. Okay, getting in position. I did have the beacon on, right? Yeah, it doesn't show that. And yeah, they said that they fixed the taxi light bleeding into the cockpit, but as I see, the pushback light is still bleeding into the cockpit. And yeah, the beacon, yeah, there. Just you cannot see them properly, but yeah. I'm definitely wanting to see how the aircraft behaves on flight. Anyway, we're gonna start the engine one. Good, so the APU bleed is there. The engine mode sector is ignition. Okay, this should be different because as soon as you get the FADEC working, you shouldn't get crosses. It should be completely fine. Basically, having no crosses is one of the things that make us go forward on the procedure. So should be no crosses starting engine one. But anyway. Good, for the push itself, I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Good. Seems like a nice spot now. So let's see if it stops. Yeah, it stopped. Perfect. So I'll set the parking brake on. And we start the engines. So the engine should take around 45 seconds, between 45 seconds and 1 minute to start up. I'm not counting it, but I guess it's, well, more or less it feels more or less fine now. Okay, they have changed this, which is perfect. Yeah, this page didn't pop up before, so this feels nice because you can see, and yeah, you can see you can see when this valve opens or closes and everything. So it's good. Actually, when you start the engines, they have a full sequence, and you have to go through the fuel sequence. Even if it's automatic, you have to check that the fuel sequence is working. But basically, now it's stable. 60. Well, it's running a little bit hot. It should be 60-40. What is it doing? Okay, because I have, yeah, the thrust wasn't on idle, so I didn't touch them. So that's another thing. So the plane started with a. It seems like it started with a thrust on flex. Actually, if you try to start the engines with the thrust on more than idle, it will tell you a message like, "Hey, set the thrust levers on idle." So it should be 20, 40, and 60, which is fine. Good. Let's go for the engine 2. And you will see that it's gonna open the valve. Let's see. Let's go through it. So it should start opening the valve soon. Okay, so it's not there, but yeah, at 22 it starts the fuel flow. This valve should be open, okay, and at 22% it starts the fuel flow. And now the engine is properly started, so you can see that the pressure is getting in. There's gonna be more temperature, and the N2, which is the inner turbine, is starting to roll up. So definitely The page is an improvement, but still something to work. Okay, just at least above. Good, so 20, 40, 60, it seems it's fine now. Perfect, so that means that engine mode selector back to normal. We don't need any more the APU or the APU lit. Perfect, and we're gonna do the after start flow. I'm gonna put this something right here, and the status didn't work. Okay, why do I see the lights? Okay, no, I don't want them to push me, so go back again. Perfect, so that's done. We would wait until, put the taxi light on. We would wait until the guys give us the clear. But anyway, I'm going anyway. So parking brake off. And let's gonna do it. And yeah, the thrust, the thrust seems different as well. So it's more alive. It feels much better now. I don't know if they changed anything, but it feels different for sure. So I guess if they change the response of the thrust levers, I guess even the autopilot's gonna be better. Good, so we're gonna take the second one to the right to get us to the holding point 07 right from Barcelona. There's a very bad looking buildings over there, but anyway, we're just gonna fly. So what I really want to check is firstly the modes that they appear on the FMA. I guess it's fine because now these modes are correct. Okay, I don't see the V1 here, but I guess it's gonna be there, not before. And what I'm gonna check is actually the pitch. So the flight directors will before they would giving you something like around 25 degrees up or almost 30 degrees with the nose up, which is crazy, and it's nothing like the real life. So basically on the takeoff you should go around 15 degrees with both engines and 12.5 with one engine. So we'll see how it goes. This airport is not, well, it's different. The layout is well done, but obviously the terminals and so on and the control towers are quite different. I guess at some point they're gonna do it fine. I hope. Good. We should be doing the flight control test. Okay, so I'm checking the flight controls as you can see, and it doesn't change to the... Yeah, it seems that the ECAM, it doesn't change the pages automatically yet, but it should be. But yeah, look, the movement is there, quite faster than it should be, because even if you move the side stick, so this is not direct input to the elevators or the ailerons. Basically, when you move it, it should take around like 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds to go all the way to one side or the other. So that's something to take into account. Yeah, and you cannot see the radar turning. Okay, that's curious. Good, so I cannot leave this. Okay, let's continue moving. And before everything else, I'll do this. I'll do this. This should be on. Anyway, I'll put a code here and the other thing as well. Does this work? No. This is a maximum, and this should be a takeoff. Okay, sorry for that. Sorry for the excursion. That's what happens when you don't look outside. Lucky we're in a sim. Anyway, should we try this? Good, so let's go through it. What it should happen is that here okay, I thought I'd put them. So here there should be the ECAM memo, what it's called ECAM memo. So basically, it's a list of things that you have to do before takeoff, and it will give you a blue message saying what you have done and what you haven't done. So okay, this still have to be improved. And yeah, what I'm gonna see is manual flex, SRS, NAP. So we'll see what modes got here, and it should say flex temperature here as well, which is not there. Anyway, but anyway, we'll see how it goes with the pitch and the flying itself. I'm really curious to see if they change the modes, the open descent, the open climb, and the things that it wasn't properly working before. So let's go for a ride. Okay, let's set them to good. Manflex, SRS, NAP. That's correct. Okay, I see V1. I don't see the rotate though, but yeah. Yeah, but the speed feels much better now. V1, let's say rotate, and we climb. And I'm gonna set it to 15 degrees. Okay, so definitely this feels much better. Gear up, nap. Yeah, this is definitely much better. It's much improved. It still goes up as crazy, but at least the flight directors are there. That's what matters the most. And you don't have anything crazy on the speeds. Good. So now at 1500 feet, we should accelerate. Okay. Lever climb, thrust climb, and this speed it shouldn't go to 180 something, or yeah, 188. It should go much above that. So I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna turn to the right. Good, and what I'm gonna do is put the autopilot in and try to see what this goes. It says snap. I don't know what it's what is he following, because we had the departure for the other runway, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna put the direct to, let's say, Peral. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it seems like it's turning to Peral. Yeah, this is weather. I don't know what it is, but anyway, you can feel some. Yeah, you can see some weather over there, but it's not. It shouldn't be like red. Okay, so first impressions, it flies much better. On the older model, it would be crazy going up. Now it's not the case. Okay, although it doesn't maintain the speed properly. Good. So if I do this, oh yeah, now it works. Perfect. So if I change the altitude knob here at 10,000, it would change. It has to change it here as well, and it didn't do it before until you activated it. So now look at it. It's activated at climbing to 10,000 feet. So even if I move it, now it works. So you can see it here, and you can see on the primary flight display moving. Good. That's perfect. That's well done, guys. Let's see if this auto thrust is gonna go to 250 knots climbing to. Okay, so they didn't change the. Let's see the modes. Open climb, 10,000, and let's see if it goes to, if it starts climbing. Yeah, 250. It should start climbing. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to Peral. I'm gonna set actually direct LARPA to make it easier. LARPA, perfect. Good, with this done. Okay, I didn't put the lights on, but anyway, I'm gonna put this. Lights are already off. And okay, passing 6,000. It's right in 1013. And I'm gonna climb a little bit more actually. Let's say 16 or 17. What was our cruise level? It should be here, and it's not there yet. Okay, 170. As I tell you, this is because of my mouse, it's a mess. Good, so 17,000 blue, that's perfect. Let's see now if I wanted to accelerate. Okay, this still has to be done, because... Okay, actually when I select it... Okay, now it's there, and it moves, perfect, so yeah, that's good. Let's see if it goes to the speed. It should go to the speed, reducing the rate of descent. Not to 0, which seems like... But yeah, it feels much better. Good, 10,000 feet. This, I'll clear this. There's nothing, and I'll clear the secondary. Okay, and now if I want to accelerate, it should slow down the descent again, which seems like it's doing, and go to the speed. Good, it's much better, much better. Okay, let's gonna do something. I'm gonna prepare to an approach to Barcelona. Let's say that instead of this, we go to Barcelona. We go back to Barcelona again. New destination. Okay, that doesn't work. So if I say here Barcelona, it should change everything. Not in database anyway, it won't let me go. Maybe this Barcelona / Barcelona. Yeah, this seems like it worked. Obviously it doesn't know where we are going now, so I'll put it on heading and I'll select something like... We're gonna land on 25 left, okay? Sorry, 25 right, so it's gonna be something like... Why is it turning to the outside? Okay, this is something that it doesn't... In real life it does not happen. So even if you start turning to the left, it will always turn left even if you are like more than 180 degrees. Okay, so I'm gonna set something like that. Speed I'll start, that's perfect. I'm gonna reduce again to 250. Feels, well, yeah, it feels much better, really. Now it feels like you can really fly this. Descending to 10,000 maybe, or even less, yeah, 5,000, why not? We are about the sea, thrust started open descent, 5,000 blue, okay, this feels much nicer, we already 1013, perfect, and I'm gonna put here an approach for runway 25 right. Arrival, I don't want any arrival, but I want a 25 right, ILS 25 right, Zulu, this one, via, no via, no via, okay, and temporary insert, perfect. So we go here and we just say 240, and I'm just gonna guess this 1013, 30 something degrees of temperature, and wind, let's say 250 at 5. Good. So before, yeah, it's still the same. If you, until you don't have the approach phase activated, which is pressing this button, you wouldn't get the minimums here. But in the real plane, as soon as you are between 250 miles from the airport, it's gonna tell you the minimums and everything. So anyway. Good, so not 060, I'm gonna go a little bit more over there. We have to make sure we can descend. Okay, what I'm gonna put is the speed brakes. Let's see how this works. So the speed is there, in this it's increasing the rate of descent. Okay, it works perfectly now. And we're gonna set to brake in medium, for example. Sorry, low. Okay, I don't know what's all the points here. I think it's because of the transition, but I told them not to have a transition. Yeah, this is a transition. Okay guys, I told you I don't want to go via, yeah, no via, no transition. So what? No star, no transition, no via. Okay. and we still have it. Anyway, good. What I'm gonna do is go direct Tevla. Okay, I can go there. Perfect. So I'll do it manually. Perfect. So here we are. Here we go. Yeah. I'll put to arc. I'll put the landing system here. We are below 10,000 feet. So I'm gonna put the lights. I'm gonna start putting the lights on. Good. So we need. I guess a little bit more to the left. Yeah, we're quite far from the coastline. So let's see. Yeah, too many points there. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, 5,000 feet. I'm gonna descend to 2,300, which is the minimum here. And because my mouse is a mess, I'm just gonna select 2,400. And let's try to go it with vertical speed. So if I do this, okay, vertical speed, 1,000 feet per minute, it changed, that's good. And we are still quite far, 20 miles out. So I can slow down the descent a little bit more. I'm quite happy, frankly. This starts to feel like it flies more or less like the real thing. Obviously, there's some things still to get there, the MCDU, the systems, and everything. But at least flying-wise, it seems like it's pretty nice actually. It starts to feel like the real plane, which it's what we always want. Good, so I see Tevla pointing there, that's gonna be our point to go. The final approach fix is before that, so sorry, after that. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm, yeah, 2,500 feet, I have 1,000 feet to go, at 400 feet per minute, that's 2 minutes and 10 seconds, something like that. And we still have to go 20 miles, so fair enough. The only thing I have to do is reduce the speed and start configuring the aircraft. I saw on the dev update that on the dev update of these guys, the guys who are doing the proper a320, that they've changed the radial altimeters callouts as well. So we shouldn't get the 70 and 60 anymore, which is good as well. Good, look at this. I think it changed. Oh, that's good news. Before you didn't get this until you get the approach phase activated anymore. So at least now you have it. Good. So Tevla is over there. Perfect. Yeah, you see the clouds? It says there's a lot of clouds, but maybe those one would give you some echo, but not these ones. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go over here, reduce the speed, and get the localizer in. The other thing that it did before was that as soon as you press the approach, it would get to the localizer. And that's not how the real plane does it. So even if you get the approach and if you're on heading, it would maintain your heading until you get the localizer or close by, and he's gonna turn to intercept the localizer. But he's not gonna go directly to intercept the localizer with the heading that it wants. So let's see if that works anyway. And the other thing was that when you press the approach, you should press both autopilots. And on the normal flight simulator, it doesn't work. On the normal 320 in the flight simulator 2020, it doesn't work. So let's see if with this one works. And I'm gonna do an auto land because what I want to see is that the thrust go at idle at around 20 feet. So on the normal 320 on the flight simulator, it doesn't do it. So let's see. Good, we're getting there. 10 miles to go. So Tebla is over there. I'm gonna go more to the left.
2,500.
Okay, radio altimeter is alive. I'm gonna start to activate the approach phase. Perfect, and we have the minimum here now. Good, so next thing is gonna be reducing the speed, and when we're closer to Tebla, I'm gonna press the approach push button. Actually a little bit before to see if they change the logic on the localizer or not. That's it. Approach. You see now it's turning? Yeah, it shouldn't do that. So I'm gonna disarm the approach and continue Tebla. So yeah, that's one thing that they need to improve. Okay, I'm gonna start reducing. 200 knots initially. Actually, if I go into speed manage, it shouldn't go below this green dot. So let's see if it does it. And it seems like it doesn't do it. Okay, so if you go with the speed manage, it should go to it shouldn't go lower than this one. Anyway, I'll go speed selected at 200, and I'll select flap 1. This feels much better as well. It moves differently, so fair enough. We're still 13 miles out from Barcelona. Getting there, leaving the clouds to the north, and this is the city of Barcelona. I will leave you the link on the developers page. It's actually a GitHub, and you just have to download a zip and put it on your folder in the Flight Simulator 2020. I'll give you the notes, and I'll get you the link on the description. Good, we're almost there, so now it feels like a good moment to do this. Good, this feels much better. Okay, we cannot get both autopilots, but yeah, the lock is there, and Cat3 single autopilot 1 is there. Which the lock, since the last update they did, it works as intended, but not before. It will stay in heading and glide slope. So now it's nice. We're still 10 miles, but anyway, I'm starting to reduce a little bit. 180, let's see with the speed. This back to arc, 10. And the glide slope is coming there, perfect. Okay, this is good because now that we've seen that every change here changes on the actual selected altitude here, it's good because when we get the glide slope star, what you should do is get the go around altitude here selected, because in case of go around, you just have the altitude selected and you don't have to start messing with the FCU. Before, or in the normal 320 on the Flight Simulator 2020, you cannot do this because you will have to activate the mode for it to get you 3000 here. So let's see, it should work now. And it should go to first to glide slope star. Let's see if it does it. Oh no, it goes from altitude or whatever to glide slope directly. So there's an intermediate point which is glide slope star. But this is quite good actually. Yeah, as I told you, this is quite good. 3000, good. We're gonna select flaps 2. Anyway, good, 2000, 6 miles, that's good. I'm gonna select 160 until 4, more or less, gear down. And yeah, definitely the thrust response is much quicker than before, which is good. Flaps 3, and So speed manage. So it should go now to VAPP. Yeah, which is different. And then you would go to flaps full. There we are, flaps full. Okay, but yeah, the behavior of this speed tape is much closer than the real life. Good, there we are. You see these crazy looking buildings which are not there in the real place, obviously. Okay, so we are fully configured, and here again we would have the landing memo, which will tell you the things that you have to do before landing, but everything is done, not this. Good. So 1000, we were stable. And as I told you guys, I'm gonna leave it on doing an auto land. I want to see that the thrust go to idle. So let's see if it does it. So at 500 feet we are stable.
500. 400.
Land, which is the correct mode, and we should go to flare at around 40 feet or 30 feet. We'll see.
300.
And I'm gonna take a look at here, okay? So
200.
didn't call minimums, which the real plane does.
100.
Okay, they are gone.
60. 50. 40.
Flare,
30,
which is good.
20.
But yeah, they don't go to idle.
5.
So you have to do it manually. Anyway. The cell light is getting there. Perfect. Coming there. And I'll just go to a complete stop. And that's it. Okay. Okay, that was crazy. Good, so go complete the stop. So thank you guys. As you've seen, I'm quite happy with it. It just shows that the work is it's been done. It's very nice. It's that they are in the correct way, in the correct path. So I'm hoping for very nice things from these guys. So yeah, looking quite forward to it. Let's see if it's time of 1 more month or 1 year. I don't know, but. They are planning to stay free, so that's very good news for every flight simulator user here. Anyway, hope you liked. Let me know. Like the video and subscribe. Thank you a lot. Bye bye.